The square of the quantity radical 7 plus radical 7 equals which of the following? Before we talk about the correct way to do this, let me point out a very tempting mistake. The tempting mistake is to say that when you have two things added in parentheses and have an exponent, you can distribute the exponent. Okay? Here what that would mean is root 7 plus root 7 squared, thinking that it would be legal just to square the two exponents separately. Unfortunately, you cannot distribute exponents. This is actually what is called in mathematical research, in the research of math pedagogy, a robust error. In other words, even when you understand that it's the wrong thing to do, your mind is kind of drawn toward making this mistake like a magnet. It's one that you really have to pay attention to. So first of all, this is not a valid answer. And incidentally, notice that if you pursued this line, you would get answer choice E. The GMAT will always provide the answer for the people who will make this mistake. That's why it's very important to understand this mistake. What's the correct way to do it? Well, the correct way to do it is to begin by adding the two things in parentheses. Well, how do you add root 7 plus root 7? You have two of the same thing. Think about it. If you have banana plus banana, you have two bananas. If you have cow plus cow, you have two cows. If you have anything plus that same thing, you have two of that thing. So, radical 7 plus radical 7 is 2 radical 7. You have two of that thing. Well, now we're in a much better position. Now instead of addition inside the parentheses, we have multiplication inside the parentheses. Exponents do not distribute over addition, but they do distribute very nicely over multiplication. So distributing, we get 2 squared times radical 7 squared. Well, 2 squared, that's 4. Square root of 7 squared, well, by definition, square root of 7 is the number which, when you square it, you get 7. So this squared is 7. And of course, 4 times 7 is, 28. 28, which is answer choice C.